And live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. So the New York starting five, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, Anunoby out there with Paolo Banchero, then it's Bridges, and it's Kolek in at the point. And for the Pistons, Tyler Hero out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Finney Smith in at the four-man position. So we're still in the early days here of this season, but Doris, for teams getting a slow start, how worried should they be?
Well, wins and losses matter, no matter when they happen. So obviously there's always a little concern. But some of this is about, do we have our full contingent of players? Is there anyone that's starting out coming off an off-season surgery? You have to figure out the context of the slow start in order to gauge how concerned you are.
Now Kessler, after the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Hero, and he banks in the layup.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Mikal Bridges. One shot.
Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Now here's Towns, following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Fires the three. And there's Hero. That's good on the assist by Halliburton. Hero's got five.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
Anunoby finds Towns. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Pass to Halliburton. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Bogdanovic left side. And another three for Detroit.
Bojan Bogdanovic, a very confident basketball player. He knows very well he has the green light to take these shots.
Here's Kolek. He had 25 points last game. Bridges outside. Here's Kolek. He's covered by Halliburton. Banchero rebounded by the Pistons.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Banchero. One-on-one fast break. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Up top, Hero. He has 5. Doesn't go for him. For New York, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Banchero passes to Towns. Takes it off the glass. Towns has got his second bucket.
Listen, Karl Anthony Towns is unafraid to take it right at the defense on the inside. Play through the chest. That's nice.
Hero finds Halliburton. Bogdanovic. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. Let's see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thanks, David. So it's the Knicks now, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges against Halliburton. Bridges misses.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Hero kicks to Finney-Smith. Throws it up high, and finished off by Finney-Smith.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Anunoby. No scoring in this one.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Here comes the Bomb Destroyer. Hits the Pistons dancer.
He's checked in for New York. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Second, the Knicks.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Hero, the bounce pass. A three from Bogdanovich. Cans it from downtown. Bogdanovich has got his third basket of the night.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovich, simply stated, has become a knockdown three-point shooter.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Anunoby. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Outside, Hero. Now Kessler. Nothing on the board. Pass to Bogdanovich. A three. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first three. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. It's a three-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's what we call a high-effort play by Dorian Finney-Smith. Takes it right to the defense and gets the whistle.
It's his first trip to the line.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
A free throw drops for Finney-Smith.
Guys, I think what you have to love about Dorian Finney-Smith is his versatility. Skill set-wise, you can play him at either forward position, and in either spot, he's going to give you tremendous defensive effort.
Finney-Smith hits them both. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad girls.
Halliburton passes to Bogdanovich. Halliburton a screen on Banchero. Back to Halliburton. Detroit, no good that time either. New York trailing. Bridges dishes to Banchero. To the inside, Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
And the Pistons with possession here. This their first look at this year's New York squad. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
Bridges against Halliburton. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. Miles McBride's checked in for Banchero.
For the Knicks, number 2, Miles McBride.
To the left side wing. Here's McBride. Rejected by Halliburton.
Oh, my goodness. Tyrese Halliburton twice on the pipe. Send him back defensively. defensively.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's McBride. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Pistons lead it. Outside, Bogdanovich. Shoots over Anunoby. Bogdanovich, no luck. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, guys, this young man does such a good job keeping his balance on the way up to the basket. Mikal Bridges solid at keeping his composure.
One shot.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Pistons have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. All right, guys, I'm told we're about to connect to our insider, Shams Charania, who has a beat on something. Hey, Shams, what's the story?
Thank you, Kevin. The Memphis Grizzlies showing they are eager to make personnel changes early on still in the season. They're bringing in Miles Bridges to shore up the front court of this team. Bridges is a minutes-eating, rebound-grabbing, explosive finisher, and I'm told this club knows that a player like Bridges brings competitive edge in close games, and that boosts your chances to win in crunch time.
Thank you, Shams. Great to hear from you as always. Towns against Kessler. Halliburton outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lets the three fly. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. The Knicks with the lead. Here's McBride. He's covered by Halliburton. Towns down low. Working on Kessler. And it's Towns missing.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact. Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the helper.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Bogdanovich from outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got 11.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. Over Bogdanovich. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Anunoby's got his second bucket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
He had a nice open look right there. And the Pistons lead by 1.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Towns down low. He's covered by Kessler. The Pistons shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
Here's Bridges after Tyler Hero's bucket. Bucket 6. It's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Rebound, Detroit. Kessler's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Good on the shot. Knicks trail by 5. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team. A different look here for Detroit. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Walker Kessler. Barnes comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Klay Thompson in for Bogdanovich. Bridges against Hero. Pass to Kolek. Anunoby left side. And stolen by Barnes. For the finish, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Kolek, it's deflected.
How about the swat by Olynyk? Nice defensive play.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. It's tipped. Anunoby with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Pass to Achua. In the corner, it's Bridges. Unable to get that one. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Here's Barnes. Shoots over Anunoby. And that one's good. Barnes.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
There's the pick. Pass to Bitadze. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
There's a minute left in the first quarter of the game. Halliburton against Bridges. Halliburton kicks to Thompson. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Well, you have to appreciate watching Klay Thompson ply his trade. The shooting form is absolutely perfect.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Anunoby, a screen on Halliburton. That's in, and that's his fourth basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Bridges against Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
We're talking about a guard who's got some bounce. Tyrese Halliburton with the hops.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Anunoby. Misses from close range. What a performance for Bojan Bogdanovich. He has been the story for Detroit. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Barnes out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. And the Knicks with possession here. Following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Chalk up 2 there.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Now, here's Halliburton. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Kolek, defended by Jones. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Thompson no good on the free throw. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
Halliburton, no good.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Banchero against Jones. Bridges, right side. Pass to McBride. Shot clock at 5. Bridges a screen on Halliburton. And it's Banchero missing. Pistons leading by 4. Picked his pocket. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Trips down the breakaway slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's McBride. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Thompson against Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Back to Towns. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pistons. Takes a 3. The shot falls for only his 2nd bucket, 2 for 9.
What you love about Tyrese Halliburton is the consistency from the perimeter. This guy can make deep shots.
Into the lane. And Banchero, here we go.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Knicks.
First free throw is good.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
Both free throws good from Banchero. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the 76ers. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Second, the Knicks.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Monday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Houston Rockets. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Atlanta Hawks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Outside, Jones. And there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And here's Barnes for three. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
On the wing, Bridges. He's covered by Halliburton. New York missing again.
I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Knicks trail by 6. McBride finds Bridges. Back to McBride. Towns the screen. McBride passes to Towns. 6 to shoot. Hart wide open. He fires. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, Josh Hart just making a really quick decision on the catch. It touches his hands and he lets it fly.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Detroit. Bogdanovich comes in for Trey Jones. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has she shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Here's Halliburton. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. And it's good, 2 points. Bogdanovich has got 16 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Banchero left side. Pass to Hart. Banchero outside. Banchero draws the double. They get it back. New York needs to get off a shot. For 3, Bridges. Rebound, Detroit. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Detroit's got the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Pass to Olynyk. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Bridges with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
McBride with the ball. He's covered by Halliburton. Knocked away. Halliburton with the steal. Lets it go from 14. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Back to Halliburton. Olynyk up top. Charity stripe shot, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Olynyk's got his first points of the game.
Well, a nice effective mid-range game by Kelly Olynyk. Just a gorgeous release.
Here's Banchero. New York, no good that time either.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Halliburton with it. Hart covering. Thompson for the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Now, here's Bridges. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Heat in Miami.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 5th rebound in this one. McBride finds Towns. Pass to Banchero. Six on the shot clock. Towns. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
And here's Bogdanovich for three. They get it again. Olenek the pass to Halliburton. Launches a three. That shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Towns a screen on Olenek. And Banchero. Here we go. The Pistons have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter.
First personal foul.
For the Pistons, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Olenek. And Hero subbed in for Halliburton.
Finney-Smith, type Hero.
On defense, New York. They trail by one. And Thompson kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Hero. Connects from three-point range. Hero's got 14 points.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot whenever possible.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's the floater. Hero no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And here is Bridges. 11 points in the game. Right side Towns. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to McBride. Banchero a screen on Hero. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Knicks.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Pass to Banchero. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And the layup's good off the glass. Towns has got 13 points now in the quarter.
Karl Anthony Towns will mix his spots as a scorer, that time doing work inside.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they got to bring the double team on.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That's good from Hero.
And Hero, one of those guys in the league that could nail free throws with his eyes closed.
Pass to Towns. Here's Kolek. Some nice passing by New York here. Anunoby, good.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now, Hero. 17 points in the game, and the shot goes down.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
Banchero inside, working on Finney-Smith. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Detroit. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And it's Banchero top the key. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. Banchero's got 11 points.
Strong defense against Banchero inside, but they can't break his focus, and he still manages to knock it down.
Now, Hero. 23 points for him the last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
McBride finds Banchero. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
The Pistons trailing. Hero from long range sinks the three-pointer. Hero's got 24 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
And he makes both free throws. So it's the Pistons now. Outside Hero. This one for three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for Detroit. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. Your team has found success when they've gotten the ball into the paint. Is that the goal, to do more of that in the second half?
Yeah, we want to play inside out, force them to collapse, and then we got to share the ball. We have to make quick decisions. When we move the ball quickly, we'll get good shots. But if we hold on to it, they're not going to be high percentage shots.
The ball finds energy, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Checking out New York. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Talking Pistons now. Close game so far for them.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean, how many times did we see him at the free throw line?
Practically none. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You got to like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. They've got OG Anunoby. Miles McBride out there with Bridges. Then it's Paolo Banchero. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. Banchero outside. Here's McBride. He's covered by Halliburton. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Banchero. From past the arc. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Halliburton outside. Over McBride. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Halliburton's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Pistons. Doris, it doesn't matter what team he's on. Bojan Bogdanovic is a professional scorer.
He is, Kevin, and you love the fact that he fits in seamlessly wherever he goes. And the reason that he's able to do that, effective as a spot-up shooter or shot creator, high IQ, and now we've seen that you can start him or you can put him off the bench, and he's going to be effective no matter what.
New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Ben Carroll. That 3 off the mark. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And it's Halliburton penetrating, and Bridges with the block.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside, Bogdanovich. Off target with his 3.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Towns with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Knicks making a switch here. Achua's checked in. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Number 5, the Knicks.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
Hero passes to Halliburton. Kessler the screen. A 3. They get it back. Back to Hero. Pass to Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Knicks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's McBride. Carries it down low. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead. Detroit's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Halliburton kicks to Finney-Smith. The Pistons working the ball around now. And Anunoby sends it back.
Such an active, skilled defender. OG Anunoby twice on the pipes.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. Out to Bridges for 3. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Detroit getting another chance here. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you love to see Kessler draw the contact right there. Get that defender into a compromised position.
Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Black's checked in for the Knicks. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
I think one of the impressive things about the young Walker Kessler is you know what you're going to get night by night. Great shot blocking and consistent rebounding and defense.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Bogdanovich. Finney-Smith with it. Halliburton for 3. Carries it from three-point range. Halliburton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Like the pass to Ben Carroll. Halliburton with the steal. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Hero.
Oh, high effort play by Hero. Running the floor to finish the fast break strong.
Anunoby, no good. Detroit's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Halliburton kicks to Finney-Smith. And another 3 for Detroit.
Finney-Smith on the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's big-time shooting ability right there, folks.
Like the pass to Ben Carroll. No good, unable to end this run. It's a neck-and-neck game in Detroit. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
New York, no good that time either.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Shots good by Hero.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Black. He's covered by Halliburton. From downtown, that's good from Banchero on the assist by Bridges. Banchero's got 16 points. Halliburton outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Now, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it, and now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
Detroit making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Achua. Josh Hart comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Miles McBride subbed in for Black. Anunoby, no good. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 16-5 run here. Here's Halliburton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He's so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
And the Knicks making a change here. Houston's checked in. Bridges shot. Good.
Oh, Mikal Bridges with the big-time strength on that finish.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 15. And the layup is good. Halliburton's got 12 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Bridges passes to Bitadze.
Well, you're running your offense through Mikal Bridges, and he is making it work right now.
Pistons leading by 3. Halliburton outside. Knicks with the rebound. Hart's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Pass to Bridges. Hart with a screen on Halliburton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
How about that drive from Mikal Bridges? Draw the contact, young sir.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Bogdanovic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Bogdanovic has got 20 points.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Hart with a screen on Halliburton. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. Bridges against Bogdanovic.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
Olynyk is checked in for the Pistons. And so he hits both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Halliburton passes to Hero. Fires for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hero's got 9 points here in the second half. Knicks trail by 5. Hart with a screen on Halliburton. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Houston. Back to Bridges. Over Bogdanovich. And he recovers it. Basket counts. Bridges has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The longer his career grows, the more you see Mikal Bridges put together these scoring outbursts.
And Olynyk kicks to Bogdanovich. And the basket by Olynyk.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Bridges passes to be Thompson. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Olynyk can't hit. Knicks trail by 3. Bridges finds Hart.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Bridges. For the tie. The rebound by Halliburton. Halliburton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Barnes is checked in for Detroit.
Your Pistons, number 33, Harrison Barnes.
New York shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Bridges attacking. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Yeah, crafty move by Mikal Bridges off the pick. Just gets into some space and makes the shot.
Halliburton passes to Hero. With the teardrop, and it goes down 2 points.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Team 4. At the line for your Pistons, Type Hero. Shooting 1.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Knicks trail by 4. Hart with a screen on Halliburton. Bridges passes to be Thompson. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Pistons have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with. And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
Banchero's checked in for Anunoby. Here's Banchero. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Banchero's got 18 points.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Now Halliburton. He's got 17. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Halliburton's got 19 points.
Yeah, great work on the interior. Halliburton, easy work inside.
Hart the pass to Houston. There's the screen. Here's Banchero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
Despite the fact that he's highly skilled, Paolo Banchero also plays with this relentless energy you love.
Oh, free throws, good from Banchero. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They lead by 4. Pass to Halliburton. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. No good with the triple. Here's Kolek. Banchero a screen on Hero. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's laid in by Banchero. 22 points for him.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for Detroit. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Defensively, it's too easy down there. Too easy. Keep the ball in front. Sound shots. Long rebound. Guards, you got to get to the elbow.
Defense is so important to him, and he's not seeing it from his squad right now.
Lackluster. And you know, Kevin, that's not going to sit well with Coach Tibb.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Tyrese Halliburton. Barnes out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Halliburton kicks to Jones. Thompson for the triple. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
How about Klay Thompson, a career average of north of 40%? You better get a hand up when he's in three-point territory.
Going inside, and that one's good. Kolek.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Knicks trail by 3. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Banchero's got 11 in the second half.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Jones dishes to Olynyk. Pass to Halliburton. The kick out to Barnes. Olynyk has the open look. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
That gives them the lead. Kolek has got 4 points now in the quarter. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Olynyk the pass to Thompson. Banchero against Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you won't see a lot of this. Barnes tends not to draw a ton of fouls, but he baits the defender in that instance.
And the first one drops. Detroit making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in, and New York making a change here. Barnes hits them both. McBride with the ball. Anunoby a screen on Halliburton. McBride, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
At the line for the Knicks,
That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
That one is no good. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Yeah, you love to see Towns mix it up a little bit. Gets his team a bucket on the second chance.
Halliburton right side. Count that one. Halliburton's got 21 in the game.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
McBride's shot is off. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And the shot goes in.
You love the strong shooting of Bogdanovich, a polished player with a scorer's mentality.
Anunoby, a screen on Halliburton. McBride, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And it's good for 2. 24 points for him.
And this is Bojan Bogdanovic's game. This guy is comfortable shooting the basketball from any spot on the floor.
Here's McBride. Good D by Barnes. Detroit leading by 3. Pass to Halliburton. Olynyk with it, defended by Towns. Thompson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Hart's got 8 rebounds in this game. There's the drive. Count it. McBride's got 4 points in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. Team second. Checking in for the Knicks. Paolo Banchero. Mikal Bridges.
Olynyk against Towns. Barnes passes to Halliburton. From outside, off the mark. The Knicks have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Bridges misses.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Thompson finds Halliburton. Thompson sets the pick for Halliburton. Olynyk the pass to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 5 on the clock. Detroit needs to get off the shot. Detroit, no good that time either.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
McBride passes to Towns. Bridges outside. Towns down low. Olynyk is covering. Count the basket and the foul. That went on Olynyk.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Pass to Kessler. Down low. A nice shot by Halliburton. Halliburton's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Banchero inside. Bogdanovich on him. Banchero, that's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Hero on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Cranes the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb. McBride's got 7 now in this quarter.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Banchero, a screen on Bogdanovich. Hero against Banchero. Plays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Bogdanovich up top. Halliburton pitch to Bogdanovich. Goes up to the stripe. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now McBride. And the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The Pistons have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Towns. Detroit, no good that time either.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
New York leading by 3. Towns, a screen on Halliburton. McBride passes to Towns. Count it, good. Towns has got 36.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Halliburton. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Here's Banchero. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Thompson.
At the line for the Knicks, Banchero. Paulo Banchero. One shot.
Banchero, no good on the free throw.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Latre. Pistons keep it alive. Here's Kessler. The shot from the low post is good.
Wow, Walker Kessler with some big-time confidence.
The Knicks leading by 3. And here is Bridges. Towns dishes to Banchero. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team 4.
And here are the Knicks now. Now, here's Banchero. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Banchero's got 32 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thank you, David. And Bogdanovich kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Hero. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Hero's got 38 points.
And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero calls for the ball. Clutch.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Banchero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And all eyes on Banchero here. And they want to see how he handles some intense pressure.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Anunoby, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Pass to Finney-Smith. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now, here is Halliburton, defended by McBride. Halliburton with the bucket.
Halliburton has the kind of personality that keeps him steady in big-time moments. How about that? Unfazed.
Banchero inside. Finney-Smith defending. Towns. Detroit with the rebound. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Kessler passes to Halliburton. Over McBride. Almost, but it rolls out.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
At the line for Detroit, Halliburton, Tyrese Halliburton. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Here's Banchero. Misses off the right iron. Detroit with the ball. Halliburton outside, right at the free throw line. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for New York. Over in the corner, McBride. Towns a screen on Halliburton. McBride passes to Banchero. 4 on the clock. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Banchero, no good on the free throw. Now a timeout called by Detroit. 12 seconds left in the game. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
.12 seconds left in the fourth. Hero, no good. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
At the line for the Knicks, Banchero.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Halliburton passes to Hero. Knocks down the trifecta. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
4 personal fouls. At the line for the Knicks, Bridges.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
So a close game sees New York take this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns, You look so calm on the block. What has that focus been like for you?
Just being patient, waiting for my shot to come, not really forcing anything, but also being aggressive.
And you do both very well. Thanks, Kat. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.